Hello everyone. So today actually I wanted to show you about the AWS Fargate and how easy to do the setup, how to run an image. It's just pretty much like normal videos, normal ECS videos that I did earlier. Here one thing, you don't have to manage the ECS instances or EC2 instances, you can say. You don't have to manage all the complexity underlying selecting instances and all that. You just have to select the memory and the CPU your application or your image actually need to run, and that's it. So I think, yeah, let's don't waste any time and let's go into demo. Okay, here it is. Let's go to ECS. Now first thing is that you have to create the cluster. Create cluster. So there's two type, powered by actually you can just create an empty cluster and do the setup, but since there is given a nice template, why do the all that works again, right? So yes, networking only is the EC2. If you want to do run normal EC2 instances, then this is the one you select. For Linux, if you want to use Windows and normal networking, then you should use the EC2 Windows networking. Now I want to just run the Fargate instances, then these two are not needed. You will select this one. Let's call it Fargate demo. New VPC for this cluster. Of course, I personally suggest that clear a new VPC. It will not conflict with your past VPCs. That will be much better, right? Okay, now create. It will take few seconds maybe. Now, since it's creating, we can just go ahead and create our task definitions, right? So let's do that. Now go to ECS again. Go to task definitions. Create new task definition. So there's two types. One is Fargate and one is the EC2. Since we are going to set up for Fargate, we will set the Fargate. Okay. Enter the name. Nginx Fargate demo. Now here I'm using Nginx, but you can use absolutely any image you want to run. Okay. Task road I don't need. See, network mode is not bridge mode or host mode, it's only AWS VPC. So if you want to run Fargate, this is the only network mode that is supported. Now my update, my new video will come maybe in few days about the advanced, or you can say about in-depth networking, all these things. So wait for that. But yeah, for now, just think about that AWS VPC is only supported network mode in AWS Fargate. Okay. Now memory you can give around, I don't need much, so 0.5 and CPU 25. Now there is a pricing actually depends on these two parameters. Okay. Now here I want to run Nginx container, say Nginx latest. Here you can give absolutely any image URL. If you require authentication, you can give the authentication. If not, it's public image. It's okay, fine. We need port 80. All good. Now let's add, and we are done. See how easy it is. Very quickly it's done. Now I think cluster is now also ready. Now go to cluster. This is the cluster, right? Now you can run as a standalone task, or you can run as a service. So if you run as a service, then you can make sure the auto service, auto scaling. If you want to add the load balancer and all this kind of thing, you can add. Now personally, if you ask my suggestion, I will say don't run Fargate for continuous running jobs. Use Fargate for intermittent tasks that sometimes you want to run, then you just shut down the things. That way, if you have a continuous run, it is more cost effective to run normal instances, because that's cheaper. But if you want to run continuous things in Fargate, that will cost you a lot higher, more higher than the normal EC2 instances. Okay, so before doing any decision, do the cost calculation, then only go for it. Okay, for now we'll just go with the service. So we have the EC2 Nginx Fargate demo. Now platform version latest, service name Nginx service. You can select number of task 1. We can select. We can have the auto scaling also. That is not a big deal, right? Do not propagate. Next. Now select the subnets. Now always make sure you are on the proper VPC. See, is 6047 and we created 6047. So you are on the proper VPC. But do double check. Enables auto assign. Actually, I want to just don't want to do all the auto load balancer, because previous video I have shown you how you can set the load balancer and all. So I will just go with the normal EC2 case. Okay, none, application load balancer, network load balancer, classic load balancer. I just go none because load balancing I have shown in the previous video. Namespace, I will show all these kind of things in advanced networking ECS video. For now I'm just keeping it. Okay, I think we're done. If you want to set up the load balance, this auto scaling, you can do it, but to have the auto scaling you should be doing the load balancer also, otherwise there's no point doing auto scaling. Okay, but for now let's say one minimum design number of run. You can do whatever you want here. Policy name, suppose you want to do the auto scaling, you can say design number tasks, maximum could be 5. Here you think that is a very good thing, that see here you do not need to set any auto scaling of the EC2 instances, because you are not using EC2 instance, right? Here you just only have to do the task auto scaling. That's it. Now say Nginx high CPU, and if you just get the target value, I think 60 is good. Sometimes people give 80 also. It's up to your application need. Okay, how you want your application to be available. That's done. Now create the service. It will take few seconds and the service will be created. Just give it few seconds. And as soon as it's done, we'll go to the class view service and you will see the task will be provisioning. So it's provisioning, right? Give it few seconds. It will be up in just few seconds. Okay. Let's wait for that. And see here what I'm saying, that if you go here and see, you don't go to capacity providers, see Fargate automatically created the capacity provider for you. But if you would have run the normal EC2 instances or normal ECS instances using EC2, then you have to add the capacity provider, select the auto scaling group and do all those kind of stuff. But if you use the Fargate, then you don't have to do anything on that. Okay, now go to services again, and I think it's running. Now go to task, and if you get the public IP here, just go here, and that's it. It's working. It took only maybe 5, not even 5, I think 5-10 minutes also. We set up a Fargate. That easy it is. But again, I'm saying for long running tasks, don't use the Fargate. Use the ECS normal ECS instance with EC2, and for smaller tasks or very scheduled tasks, you can say there's one thing, scheduled tasks to show you. See this scheduled task. For this kind of task, you can create schedule, rule name, rule description, how you want to run. There is actually where the Fargate's main usage, or maybe it suppose it's just a schedule I'm saying, but it can be cloud from your CloudWatch, or could be a Lambda function is starting the task, and as soon as the task is done, it's just stopping. Those kind of infrequent tasks you should be using Fargate, not for the continuous, or maybe let's have a very very small thing you want to run, very small CPU usage and all, then you may consider. But again, for continuous tasks, I will again say use the normal EC2 instances. I think we're done. Now let us deal with the services, but before that you have to stop the task. And go to Fargate. Now delete it. And delete the cluster also. Yeah, I'm done with the demo. It's as fast as it is. It's done. So if you have any questions, queries, just let me know. I'm here all the time. If you have any queries, I will answer it. Next video, I'll be showing how you can actually in advance, actually I want to show you advanced networking, all these, microservices approach, how you can call one service to another service and do all this kind of service or orchestration. That I'm planning to do within this week. And at the end of this video, I think on Saturday, I'm going to have the live infrastructure as a code session. You must join. It's on 10 a.m. Saturday. Okay. I think you're done. If you like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, especially LinkedIn, because I'm more active in LinkedIn. So if you have any questions, you can always contact me on LinkedIn. I'm busy these days, but still I will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. So yeah, have a great day ahead. And if you have any questions, just reach me out. Bye.